Hello everyone, welcome to our Hawkstack channel. In this video, we will learn about a special mount option called mount hyphen hyphen bind. Mount hyphen hyphen bind. So, what is this and why we use it and how to use it in a real scenario? So, first question we are going to see what is mount hyphen hyphen bind, what its meaning. It is important to understand first. So, normally we use the mount command to attach device like pen drive or hard disk, right? Basically. But what is the scenario if we are using the mount hyphen hyphen bind? Okay, it will be different. So, what is the difference that we will get when we are working with mount hyphen hyphen bind? It allows us to mount an existing directory to another location in the same system. If we write it as a statement, what will be? It allow us to, sorry, it allow us to mount an existing directory to another location. It allows us to mount an existing directory to another location in the same system. So in simple word, what we can say, you can show the same folder in two different places. What we are getting it, you can show same folder in two different places. Okay, so it is about the mount hyphen b, mount hyphen bind. It's just giving us the idea that when we normally attaching devices like pen drive, hard disk, normal items, so we are using the mount. But mount hyphen bind is allow us to mount an existing directory to another location in the same system, so we can show the same folder in two different places. So what is the basic example we can take here? Basic example. First, we are going to create two directory. So mkdir source folder, then mkdir target folder we have created. Now we are going to add some file to source. Add some file to source. So what we will do for this? Echo hello world. Okay. Then source folder. Then file 1.txt. We are going to create a file 1.txt, and in this file we are going to append the data hello world.txt. This is the redirection we have done. So the third things that we are going to do is, first things that we have done is creating directory, then we are adding some data in a source location, then we are going to bind mount. So we are going to run mount hyphen bind, then source folder, then target folder. So we are just mounting bind mount. We have done. Now, if you just check about it, what you will get, ls target folder. So now you are getting the file which is already present in source folder. It is not present in target folder, but because we have we have bind mounted, that's why it's showing us. So even though the file is present in slash source slash folder, it's also visible to the / target underscore folder, means in this location. So it's like shortcut, but on the same system level. So it is the one of the example for the binding. Now we are going to see for the use cases of mount hyphen bind. It is a use case for the bound. Use case use cases of mount bind. Okay. So let's see where this is really useful, where it can be used. We are just taking some examples there. One, chroot environment. Chroot environment means you are setting up chroot gel or isolated environment and want to provide what you are want to provide. For example, you are want to provide slash dev slash proc or slash sys inside the gel. So, for example, if you have to mention what you are going to mention, mount hyphen bind, then slash dev slash mnt slash chroot slash dev. So this allow access to real slash dev inside the chroot system. If you are perform this, this will going to happen. Okay, this mount is not exist. If it is exist, if you are mounting, what will happen, this will going to allow the access to the real slash dev inside the chroot system. Okay, so this will be going to work, so you can apply mount hyphen bind slash dev slash mnt slash chroot slash dev will be working there. Okay, so we have seen the one of the use case means we are setting up our chroot jail. Jail means it is a isolated environment and want to provide to slash dev or we want to provide to slash proc or slash sys inside the jail. Okay, and sometime if we are giving to example, second example will be Docker or LXC containers. Sometime you want to share a folder between host and container using bind mount. So you can use this example there. How it is going to work? Mount, the example look like mount, then bind, then data, then var lib container data. This will be there. So what we are doing, we are just want to share a folder between host and container. So it can be performed with the help of bind methodology. By using the bind methodology, it can be shared between the host and container. Now what the other use case can be possible here? The third one we are going to see is giving access without moving data. Okay. So support a user has access only to what we are going to say. We are going to suppose just like there is a user. User has access only to the home user share, but the actual data is in slash var slash project. So what we can run there, we can run mount bind, then var project, var project, then space home user share. So if we run this, so now user can access data safely without changing the permission or copying the file. So it is the other use case we have seen. In the same way, it can be used in different use cases can be there. For example, if I'm giving the different use case for then backup scripts. For the backup script also possible. Okay. Bind, mount important folders into one directory and run backup there. Bind mount important folders into one directory and run backup there. It is also possible. We are just taking some example to understand it, how it is possible, just like mkdir backup, and we are creating the all. We just have this directory. What we can do, we are mounting hyphen hyphen bind etc, then backup all etc. Second example, mount hyphen hyphen bind home, then we are going to make backup all home, right? We can possibly make this also. So then backup slash all is a single unit there. Slash backup slash all we work as a single unit. So we have seen multiple use cases there, both and all of them are involved there. And some important point that we can consider, the mount is temporary by default. It will be gone after reboot. If we are just mounting something as a default, so it will be temporary and it will be go there, it will be gone out. So if the people want the permanently method, they can involve with the etcfs step file. In the etcfs step file, what the information we are going to mention, we are going to mention about the source, then target, then the file system, then they can mention about the bind also. Okay, so these are the use case that we have seen till now. So what the quick, if we are going to say what is the summary of our learning, so summary will be just like, first things, mount hyphen hyphen bind, map a folder to another path, and it is useful in chroot, useful in chroot and containers and backup and access control. It is useful in all these places. Temporary by default. If there is a temporary by default, so it is using use fs tab to make permanent. So these all the things that we have covered till now. So this is all about today's video. We will meet again in next video. Thank you everyone.